But could you imagine that from just being someone disruptive, you literally change the industry
Yeah.
and started to bring something different.
Yeah.
And the different thing is about how we have today a massive relation between fashion
And sport.
and sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's major, and I think it kind of probably started with the fact that they wanted to stand out. I think, I mean, I didn't grow up in the U.S., but I think we all were exposed very much to the culture through film, through sports, and it was all about not. You needed to stay in your lane, you know, because if you're getting into sports, you're staying out of trouble. So therefore, you need to not dress in a certain way. You need to not be associated with any gang, etc. Right? So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, as you said, like I think that was a little bit the idea. I think that at that time the NBA thought that having a guy dressed like this would be maybe affiliate the players with gangs
yeah,
or with rappers or with gangster rappers. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like at that time,
yeah. But I feel today NBA needs the tunnel, and they need these kind of people because as a sport, it's actually not flourishing as much as they.
they used to be.
No, no, it's not. And then you compare something like F1.
Yeah.
You know, they went from I mean, I'm pivoting a little bit, but
Yeah,
anyway,
but
they went
it's part of
from
it.
being, you know, something that is like older white men watching, you know, on the screen on a weekend or whatever, to now everyone wants to be part of it, even the kids, because now Lewis Hamilton has a skin on Fortnite.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did the collab and he has a skin on Fortnite. And so now all the teens also know who he is. So now you have, you know, made sure that you started targeting from up and you went down. And now you make sure that that younger generation are also going to be super into F1.
But I mean, you know, at the end, when you think about it, I mean, it's all about the Benjamins. It's
Yep.
how do you handle? So how can you somehow trying to boost a little bit your own industry? How can you make it more interesting? How can you make it more relevant for
Yep.
another audience? Like, look, for example, I watched documentary of David Beckham.
Yep. Yeah, I watched that one too. What did you think?
I mean, to be honest,
So many
amazing.
mixed reviews. I loved it too.
I personally really liked it.
Did you cry?
No, at all.
Really?
No, I didn't.
I cried.
I will tell you one thing. There's the first thing first. I always love the guy from a long
Really?
time because I'm not really I don't really watch a lot of football, but my favorite team has always been Manchester United.
Okay.
Okay, first thing first. Then the guy, when they use in the late 90s, early 2000, sorry, 2000,
Oh, his style,
yes,
fashion.
that he was considered as being a fashion icon. I was like, yes, he is. The guy has such a huge influence. It's unbelievable. But then, when you look at the documentary, you actually see everything else that he was actually going through, being bullied by fans, and honestly, it was quite tough.
I didn't realize how hard of a time he had
No, I know.
and how unforgiving they could be. Like 3 years later, they were still chanting and with Victoria as well.
Yeah, exactly. But also, like, could you imagine how much money, new jobs, and category actually created out of him being him, because he liked to dress, he loved to. You remember the episode of basically when you used to hang out, when you used to walk with a bandage on his head, on the
He did what, like Nelly?
yeah, okay, like Nelly, but he actually was not like Nelly. At that time, he used to dress always in workwear and all of those stuff. So that was also the Nelly time. But what happened is Alex Ferguson, so his coach,
Yeah.
threw him a pair of shoes and hit him here. That's what I was actually wearing it. They're saying that in the documentary. It's quite a funny anecdote.
I don't remember that part. I thought, but didn't he also have something where, you know, like people were shaving
Yes.
there.
Also, he also had that fashion time.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is that was about the guy comes, he's playing during the World Cup with the mohawk and having a highlight on his hair. All the kids the day after they have the same one.
That's
All the kids
true.
they want it.
Yeah.
3 months later, the guy decided to shave his hair.
Everyone did.
Everyone shave his hair. That was for me like a
I-
massive phenomenon.
Yeah. The suits used to be so
Yeah.
yeah. But also I think of him like well, I think of the Porsche and then I think of a wife beater and denim and
Exactly.
just those like glasses that he had.
Yeah, you are, and then you think about it, but also you think about the fact that
Y2K vibes.
exactly Y2K vibes, and that even Dolce Gabbana dedicated an entire collection to him is quite big.
Yeah.
When you actually think about it, but then he's like AI was in basketball, he did the same thing in football. After that, all football player wanted to look stylish, wanted to look good.
It's
Started
true.
to pay
He's
attention.
really the one.
Started to pay attention to the way they've been dressing and the way they've been looking at with even their wives. And anyway, even the wife of what was it? What was the terminology again? Wig?
Wag.
Oh my God, same thing. Why? Why came?
Wives and girlfriend.
Yes, girlfriends off. So it came. It came actually through his relation with Victoria. That was
Yeah.
yeah. They were even bigger than
Power couple. I love it.
Charles and Diana.
Yeah. Who?
Who-
No, I'm kidding.
Charles and
Who? No, for sure. Like, I mean, they were fashion royalty. They were sports royalty. They were music royalty. You know, like, I mean, it was, and they stayed together.
yeah,
That was the other thing, right?
till today,
Yeah,
which is good.
yeah,
But you see, I'm like, it's really a proof of those three industry who somehow joined forces
yeah,
to be even stronger.
yeah.
And I think it's more about, as you said earlier, to create not only to create a bridge, but to start it to be relevant for other audience.
Yeah.
Like look at now how in the US they are watching more and more European football.
And also Love Island, by the way.
Oh Jesus Christ! Don't
By
start
the
with
way, Americans are watching Love Island, the British one.
that. But they also had that type of show, right, in the
Yeah,
US.
they do. And they have their own one. They have
Yeah.
Love Island America, but I'm saying they're still watching the British one.
Why?
I don't know. I don't
Don't
know.
don't tell me that
I-
because it's the best one, because they're
It
all
is
trash.
the best. No, it is the best one. I mean, I don't know how they would even understand what they're saying, but it is the best one. But generally, I mean, UK, but European. You had a lot of you saw the Scandinavian series like The Bridge and a few others also. People,
But what is the category of saying like, I mean, such a show actually this one is best, this one is trash or whatever, because at the end, I mean, they're all
no, the narrative, what they make them do, it's literally like a psychological test, like a
Narrative?
like it's an experiment. It's a human experiment. Human experiment.
I'm sorry, I have to take this one. Yes, hello. Waiting for the water.
Oh my God, I was so thirsty.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Fiji. Shout out. I want to go to Fiji.
Exactly, just for a time. No, listen. I mean, it's good that we actually did a little bit of an introduction of where actually the idea come from. Us talking about the relation and the bridge between fashion and sports, but you really have the same for music. I just feel like for music, it's been from way back, because entertainers always had the need to look good, to represent a certain aesthetic, a certain style. So it's always been there. I feel like now the endorsements from brands and support of brands came a little bit when they started to think about it more as how can we bank on it.
Yeah. And also great product placements for
Yeah.
brands. Like at the end of the day, you know, whether it's the era of music videos and obviously now digital, like Instagram, etc. Like at the end of the day, everyone is looking at what artists are wearing, concerts, tours. They're creating whole wardrobes for them.
Merch.
Merch.
And I mean, to be honest, they are the one who actually heavily driving that need, that message from brands. No matter what is pop music, rock, rap, indie, whatever it is, or
Well,
the
and
genre
how many
of
times
music.
have Gucci been mentioned in a hip hop?
I think it's a number one. It's a number one brand
I think so,
mentioned
yeah.
in music. I mean, mostly we've been in hip hop, but yeah, Gucci is number one. I think number two is Louis V, because saying Louis Vuitton,
Louis Vuitton.
Vuitton. Yeah, oh my God. I mean, listen. I
Please,
have.
can you pronounce it in the way that it
Yeah,
really should be
people,
pronounced?
people need
French speaking.
exactly.
Please tell us.
So Louis Vuitton.
Ah oui?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
some croissant.
Yeah, some croissant is Yves Saint Laurent, not Saint Laurent,
Not Saint Laurent.
not Saint Laurent. It's Bottega Veneta, not Bottega Veneta. It's
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga. Yeah, Balmain. I'm not Balmain. It's
Balmain is,
Balmain.
yeah, it's like Balmain.
Yeah, it's Balmain.
Like, at least if you're going to say it right.
Exactly. Yeah, but but the part of entertain. Okay, just a question, because
Yeah.
it's gonna be, I think, just a topic on itself.
Yeah.
For you, who is the girl or the guy today who is kind of, I mean, I would say
Leading.
leading literally that bridge today is. So, but you say like, okay, you know what? When I'm thinking about an entertainer today who actually has a huge influence in fashion, who do you think is?
So I have two people. The first one is Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I feel, especially lately in the last year or two, I mean, it's his world and we just live in it. He's literally done everything in the right way, I feel, you know.
Yeah.
Even you're like, oh, McDonald's collab, and it's like, what? And it's just cool. The way he did it, how he launched it, how crazy, you know, people are about him. Even during COVID, you know, he had a Fortnite concert. So now you have all the kids as well, right? AP, he did, you know,
Yeah.
collab with AP, and
No matter what, you love it or you don't, but it's
it's
just the fact that the guy is there.
it's him, what he's doing, and what he's doing around it. The product itself is a whole other conversation.
Exactly.
Is it nice? Is it not? I don't know, you know. Or I do know, but I don't necessarily want to be talking about it right now. And the second one, and he's coming back big, is ASAP.
Yeah.
Because it's not like he fell off, but he was busy having babies and being in a
exactly.
relationship and maybe picking, and didn't help the whole thing in Sweden, I think.
Yeah. When you went to jail.
Yeah, I mean, that was really, really weird. I never understood exactly what happened. But anyway, point is, him, when it comes to fashion, actually, I did say Travis, and I think Travis from a collab perspective. But if would say somebody who has his own style and
And who dresses well and
and is paving the way for what the youth are wearing, exploring. I want to say him, even like with the nail polish thing.
yeah.
I'm not. He didn't start it, but I feel he made it more mainstream. And then his creativity, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree that, yeah.
Females,